2K Sports, bringing you the NBA. Brian Anderson here, alongside Grant Hill and Richard Jefferson, with Allie LaForce joining us from the floor. Now let's check out the starters for Brooklyn. Johnson and Claxton patrol the middle. D'Angelo Russell is out there with Cameron Thomas. And it's Wilson in at the small forward position. And for Boston, Holiday at the 1 with White at the 2. The 2 Jays, Brown at the 3 and Tatum at the 4. And it's Porzingis in at the center position. Richard, what do you expect to see from this guard matchup?
These guys are lethal one-on-one, but I think the key is to keep their teammates involved, playing unselfish basketball.
And the tip goes to the Nets. Russell against Holiday. Russell, the pass to Wilson. And he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up. Jaylen Brown picks one up. First trip to the line for him here.
Shooting for Brooklyn, Jalen Wilson at the line for 2.
So he gets them both. And Brown has got the ball here for the Boston Celtics, fresh off a win against the Warriors.
It was a lockdown effort defensively, contesting shots and really protecting the painted area.
They were very disciplined on that end of the floor, staying attached to shooters and disrupting plays with their active hands.
Here's Wilson. Pass to Russell. Claxton up top, defended by Porzingis. Claxton passes to Wilson. 4 on the clock. The Nets need to get off a shot here. And here's Thomas from the arc. Offensive board. Outside for Russell. Counted from distance.
Oh, that's a silky three-point shot from Russell. He can be consistent from out there.
And how about Nick Claxton? You'd be hard-pressed to find a more versatile defender.
He's come so far in that area since he came into the league. He's become an elite defender. There isn't a position on the floor he can't guard.
White, good.
Just taking it right to the rim, and no one was there to greet him.
Easy possessions like that literally are just a gift. You just dream of them. He'll gladly take those.
And here's Boston. It's a three-point game. They're getting their first look of the season at Brooklyn in this one.
And despite the difference in talent level, these teams were fairly evenly matched last year. The defense there doing whatever they can to protect the rim.
The Nets haven't been to the conference finals since 2003. Richard, can you name someone on that team?
There's a 22-year-old dude named, I think it was Richard Jefferson, but most people have never heard of him. But seriously, the Nets have had some great players over the last 20 years. They just haven't had that same team success.
I tell you, a little extra pressure on D when you're up against a point guard who can elevate.
It doesn't make it easy, does it?
Yeah, hard to strategize for a guy who can make a pass or a play like this right in your face.
First quarter of ball, almost 2.5 minutes in. From deep, Johnson connects from downtown.
Beautiful stroke from Johnson, even on the quick shot.
Here's Porzingis. Nice start for him, sinking his first shot.
Sometimes it's simple. Put the ball in the hands of your scorers and let them do what they do best.
Russell, the pass to Wilson. Fires the 3. The shot by Russell, no good. Celtics trail by 4. Pass to Holiday. Outside White. Knocks down the long J. White's got 7.
Just a professional pass from a great player. That's Drew Holiday.
Johnson on the wing. And there's the lob. And Claxton throws it down.
And how sweet was that play?
Pinpoint pass, set up the alley-oop flush.
That pass wandered off target. Can't lose focus on the little bitty things.
Here's Russell. Good on the shot. He has 7.
His accuracy is on another level this quarter. Really high-quality shooting.
Porzingis misses. Brooklyn leading by 5. Well, the defender's stopping the developing fast break. That looks like a transition take foul. And this is his first trip to the line tonight.
It's a luxury to have a guy like Johnson that can bang down low and knock him down at the stripe.
And some changes here for the Celtics. Al Horford's checked in for Porzingis. Hauser comes in for White. And Pritchard is subbed in for Drew Holiday. Williams is checked in for Brooklyn. They get the rebound. Claxton can't get it to go.
Defense pulled out all the stops to shut him down there.
And Tatum, the bucket on the assist from Brown.
Look, this dude is well built, and he's a specimen. He's 6'8". Look, he's going to score inside if he gets that close.
And so the ball out of bounds. Brown touched it last. Cornette's checked in for Tatum. Celtics on D, trailing by 4. Back to Johnson, fires the 3, hits the trifecta.
This is why you always have to chase guys off the arc, because everyone has a three-point shot now.
Here's Pritchard, covered by Johnson. Melton against Brown. And it's good as he snugs it right through the net.
The mid-range is not an issue for Brown, and it's just another weapon in his arsenal now.
Johnson inside, and the call over the back.
Just a little too eager for that rebound. As a result, gets called for the over the back.
You have to know your positioning and where the opposition is on the floor.
Here's Melton. Sharp. It's good on the putback.
Just great positioning to get the rebound, then get it back up.
Celtics trail by 7.
2 minutes.
Pritchard, the pass to Cornette. Deflects the pass. And the basket by Brown.
A very athletic play by Brown. Getting the ball inside and working his way to a high percentage shot.
It's Johnson with a drive. Oh, and Johnson slams it in.
Attacking the rim with power.
Tremendous finish. Pass to Cornette. Over Sharp. Here's Brown. 6 to shoot. Late clock. The Celtics got to hurry here. Yep, that one goes.
Hands like a guard. Horford with that quick trigger.
Nets leading by 5. 59 seconds left in the first quarter of the game. Williams into the lane. And Williams punches it home.
Oh, nice one-handed jam there, B.A.
Hey, little exclamation point. Brown looking around. Down low. Gets stolen by Johnson. Outside Johnson. Back to Melton. Williams from long range. Boston pulls it in. 5-second differential between the shot clock and game clock. Outside, Brown. Here's Cornette. No good on the shot. And so it's Johnson with it. He brings it up for the Brooklyn Nets. They lead by 7. Last game matched up with the Grizzlies. A tough loss there.
They hit a couple big shots, but overall there was a lack of consistency. Just not their night at the offensive end.
And tonight I expect them to play better offensively. Try to get some closer looks.
The scoring is fast and furious as we end the first. Brooklyn out in front, up 9. And back in a moment as we'll get underway with quarter number 2. And if you're just tuning in, we've got a wide margin on the scoreboard, but plenty of time left for a comeback. All right, guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for the Nets.
They've really been dialed in from deep. This is a team that has a ton of confidence in their outside shooting ability.
Man, they're just having their way, bullying the other team in the painted area, imposing their will down there whenever they want.
And so in the game for the Nets, we got Cam Thomas. He's out there with D'Angelo Russell, and it's Wilson in at the power forward position. Tatum finds Holiday. No good with a jumper from the wing.
See, that miss right there, it's why teams try to avoid the mid-range jumper these days.
Pass to Wilson. Back to Russell. Shoots over White. Shot clock at 6. That one a little long.
He was so well positioned to interfere with the shot.
Textbook defense. Take a good angle to the shooter and bother the release.
And keeping us updated from the sideline, Allie LaForce.
Nick Claxton, despite his relatively slender frame, is a hard-nosed defender. He said, I bow down to no one. Every time I step on the court, I always have that chip on my shoulder. That's just the fiery competitor that I am. At the end of the day, I know what I'll hang my hat on, the defensive side of the ball. Brian?
Okay, Allie, thanks for that. Well, Richard, as we've seen, sometimes all a player needs to prosper is a change of scenery.
Well, no doubt, B.A. One of the biggest deciding factors in being successful is how you fit into a system and how you fit in with the players around you. It's always nice to see a big fella be able to knock down some free throws and make teams pay from the line.
Here's Russell. Chalk up 2 there.
D'Angelo
Russell's got 9.
They have no answer defensively inside.
Here's Porzingis. KP wrecks the rim.
Look, forget those long jumpers, Kristaps. Use that size. Rock the rim.
Now a timeout called by Brooklyn.
Fans, please give a big round of applause for your Celtics youth dance team.
And here's a look now at who shot the ball the best during last season's campaign. 5th best, Nick Claxton.
So consistent from the floor. He shot it at a great clip last season.
Second quarter, a little over a minute and a half in. Martin, the pass to Russell. Back to Martin. Inside. And Porzingis with the block.
Those long passes of Porzingis are a serious factor on defense.
The Celtics making a switch here. Kate is checked in. Shot clock at 3. Here's Thomas. And the Nets miss again. Celtics trail by 5. Pass to Keita. 3-pointer. Nails it from 3. Keita's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3.
This is that modern big man play. Tall guys who are comfortable draining shots from deep.
Claxton up top. Back to Russell. Jacks up a 3. And the 3-pointer goes. Russell's got 5 points now in the quarter.
The offensive success is due in part to his quality shooting. He hasn't wasted too many looks.
Holiday from long range. And it's Thomas with the rebound. Brooklyn leading by 5. Well, Richard, with the career he's had, it's hard to believe Drew Holiday has only made 2 All-Star teams.
Well, that speaks to how much talent is at the guard position in this league. But it also shows how we tend to award offense over defense because Drew, his impact is truly felt on the defensive end.
Here's Martin. No good on the triple. And Porzingis has got the ball here for the Celtics. What a finish from Porzingis.
Dominant play by Kristaps down in the paint, mixing it up with the defense.
High post Claxton. And Claxton throws it down.
The assist.
Sends it home with some passion.
I think he's rubbing it in a little bit here. Hang it up there like that. From 11 feet away, Tatum. Rebound Brooklyn. Their biggest lead of the game was 9. Here's Martin. Oh, he finds himself wide open and drills it. And it's an 8-point Brooklyn lead. Boston's gone 1 of 2 from deep in the second quarter. Holiday passes to Keita. The shot off that time. Some solid defense from Claxton. The Nets have gotten 4 of 8 shots to drop in the second. Pass to Thomas. Martin outside. Drops in the 3.
Timeout.
Martin's got 5 points in the quarter.
Quality pass by Thomas. He was paying attention out there.
And Boston calls time here. And you watch Cam Thomas. Talk about a scorer's mindset, RJ.
Yeah, he's a tough matchup. He's proficient and efficient from all three levels. He is as confident as they come.
So Boston going with almost an entirely new group here. Cornette's checked in for Queta. Horford comes in for Porzingis. Hauser, he's checked in for Tatum. And Pritchard is subbed in for White. Brooklyn leading by 9. To the inside. The shot by Johnson, no good.
A perfect example of how to protect the rim.
This is why he's out there in situations like this. He stands tall to prevent points.
Three-pointer, Holiday gets the three to fall. Holiday's got his first 3 points of the game.
A consistent three-point shooter. You can count on Holiday.
Melton with the ball. No made baskets yet. Pass to Williams. Oh, he nails that one. 3 for 4 now.
Just outstanding distribution. This is the kind of team chemistry that you love to see.
Cornette at the post. Guarded by Sharp. Cornette can't hit. Brooklyn has got 5 of 11 threes to drop so far in this game. And Johnson gets it to go on the assist by Johnson. And it's a 10-point Nets lead.
They're punishing those late defensive rotations, getting good looks inside throughout the half.
Back to Pritchard. Pass to Hauser. Clock at 6. Here's Cornette. Laid it in with a nice touch off the window. Cornette's got 4 points in the quarter. 59 seconds left in the first half. Oh, they get a hand on it. Melton against Holiday. And that one's good.
Melton. They've now had assists on each of their last 3 buckets.
Celtics trail by 10. Here's Horford. Got it. Good job in the low post.
From Cornette.
Grant, they could attempt a 2 for 1 here.
They could. The key here is a good look.
A shot by Johnson, no good.
And you just can't afford to give up that kind of look very often.
Hauser passes to Horford. Out to the right wing. Here's Pritchard. Johnson with the defensive effort. Brooklyn leading by 8. Oh, and Johnson slams it in.
Really seems like everyone in the league can elevate these days, and Johnson, well, he's no exception.
Outside Holiday. There's the triple. It doesn't go for him. And so it's the Brooklyn Nets earning this break in the action, up 10.
The Celtics, 37. The Nets.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello, basketball fans. What a pleasure it is to bring you into the 2K studios again. Ernie Johnson, Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny the Jet Smith. The first half, it was all about D'Angelo Russell. He had 12 points and 2 assists. He's been a different player than he was in their last outing when he was off his game. He's rounded back into form tonight. Let's start with you, Shaq. What'd you think about the Nets?
They're going to work in the paint. Doing a great job. Good portion of their offense was generated inside. Really outperformed their opponent in Dallas. I expect the defense to pack it in a little more in the second half and try to force those guys to stay outside.
And over to Kenny. What did you think about Boston?
Well, the effort hasn't been there in terms of rebounding the ball. They're getting outworked in that part of the game. But you got to be more physical to turn this thing around. I don't know if they have the personnel to do that.
And that should do it. With the second half about to begin, let's send you back.
And happy you could join us. We've got 2 quarters left to go in regulation. You know, D'Angelo Russell has been exceptional here, guys.
Yeah, tonight he's done a great job of slashing through the lane and finishing.
And you love that mindset he has going at the rim. He hasn't settled for anything, and he's been the aggressor all game long.
Well, for those just tuning in, thanks for being with us. Second half of this game still to play. The tandem on the perimeter, White and Tatum. Torrey Craig out there with Kristaps Porzingis. And it's Pritchard in at point guard. That's who's in the game for the Celtics.
You can't lose a shooter like him on the court. The ball will find its way to him, and he will drill a three each time.
Pass to Johnson. To the paint. And Claxton throws it down.
This is how you force a defense to collapse. Kick the ball right inside.
Here's Pritchard. Soft touch off the glass.
A great move. I mean, the defense has no response.
Yeah, taking it right to the rim. One imagines that might be discussed at halftime. That's going to be on the film.
Here's Wilson, defended by Porzingis. And the whistle on the shot. Got some contact there. Misses the shot, but he'll shoot two. And that's going to be a foul on Boston. Brooklyn shooting their 5th and 6th free throw attempts tonight. And that's good as he hits both shots. Here in this third quarter, just over a minute played. White, the pass to Porzingis. Here's Pritchard, guarded by Russell. Back to Pritchard. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Craig. Rebounded by the Nets.
I'll tell you what, they've been aggressive and they've been physical.
Thomas, that's good.
That's an agile little move there by Thomas to get himself to that bucket.
Off with the layup.
That's their plan, to get him an opportunity to finish in tight. That's a miss they can live with.
The shot by Johnson, no good. And so it's Tatum who brings up the ball for the Celtics. 11-point game. Here's Craig. In tight, he gets the jumper to fall. Craig's got his first points of the night.
Porzingis creates so much space when he's out there. It allows him to make passes just like that.
Boston foul.
Jaylen Brown, he's checked in for Boston.
Second personal foul. Second team foul. Now into the lineup for the Celtics.
Here's Claxton. And Claxton throws it down.
And breaking out the one-hand slam.
Man, an emphatic way to extend the lead a little more. Pass to Pritchard. A little under 2.5 minutes gone by in the third quarter. Here's Wilson. Takes a three. Porzingis grabs the board. Now White. Thomas defends. Oh, through contact. White gets the finish.
It's nice to see they're not settling for three-pointers. These guys are putting in the work inside.
Claxton against White. And down it goes. 2 points. Claxton's got 6 points in the quarter.
And trust me, when the D's slow to react, he'll be the first guy to make them pay.
Yeah, they're going to do a much better job of putting a little bit of pressure on him on his way to the hoop.
Outside, Brown launches it. And again, Boston with the triple.
You know this is coming with Brown. He is a ruthless sniper outside.
Now here's Russell. He's got 12. Here's Wilson. Banked it in off the glass. Wilson's got 6 points.
Pick works well there, but the defense left a lot to be desired.
Yeah, that just comes down to a lack of effort. The defender has to do a better job fighting through the screen.
And the Celtics call time here.
There's just a lot of wide open lanes to the rim here. That'll drive your coach nuts.
Yeah, we can see over here. The coach, he has some choice words for his team. Words we cannot repeat.
Cata's checked in for Boston. Hauser comes in for Pritchard. So Brooklyn going with almost an entire new group here. Sharp, he's checked in for Claxton. Williams comes in for Johnson. Martin, he's checked in for Thomas. And it's Melton in for Russell. Gives us a chance to catch up with Allie LaForce.
Ryan, one of the great challenges of an NBA player's life is being traded. Veteran P.J. Tucker said, in 24 hours, you're playing for another team in another city, giving all of your stuff, uprooting your kids, changing schools. Your whole entire life changes in a blink. If you've never experienced it, you never understand. B.A.?
Pretty heavy stuff, Allie. Thank you. Got a hand on it, and he's able to get it back. From deep, Melton. Boston pulls it in. Porzingis has got 4 rebounds now. Here's Keita. He's guarded by Martin. And he got the whistle on the way up, so he'll be headed to the line for a pair.
First personal foul.
And a moment here to take a look at the scoring breakdown for Brooklyn.
Their offense has been a well-oiled machine. They're moving the ball around, playing for one another, and just piling up assists.
Yeah, another thing they did well was feed the ball into the paint. They really utilized their size there tonight. Their defense just falls apart once the ball goes inside.
Martin against Tatum. Pass to Porzingis. Three-pointer. That falls. Nice feed that time from Tatum. Porzingis has got 11 points.
He's that confident. Porzingis barely even thinks about it.
To the middle. Here's Hauser. And he floats it in for the easy two. Credit the sweet setup on that one.
He finds a shooter in motion and is confident he can thread him with the lead pass. Well done.
Back to Melton. Got a piece of it. 6 to shoot. Pass to Sharp. Porzingis grabs the board. Porzingis has got 5 rebounds in the game. Here's Hauser. From down in the low post, it goes. Now just a 2-point Nets lead.
And you look at how they've come out in the second half. It's almost like night and day.
And they look like a completely different team. I wonder what coach said to them at halftime to help spark this momentum change.
All right, with this break, let's take a look at the teams that were the toughest to score against last year. Fifth best, Boston.
They made life hard on opponents. One of the best defenses in the NBA last year.
Holiday's checked in for Jason Tatum. And a change for the Nets. Johnson's checked in.
And man, looking good from the line so far this half.
On the wing, Holiday shoots over Johnson. The shot by Holiday, no good.
This has been a close game in a lot of ways, but they do have an edge on the boards.
Brown against Melton. Brown, no good. Brooklyn leading by 4. Keita gets the bucket. Keita's got 5 points in the quarter.
Assertive move. You can tell the game's heating up a bit.
Johnson passes to Wilson. Knocks down the triple.
See, he had time to line it up, and you know what? He's capable.
And it's Holiday with the ball for the Celtics. 6 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Porzingis passes to Hauser. Back to Porzingis. And good as it takes a nice bounce off the right iron and down. Porzingis has got 13 now.
I know Coach loves seeing Porzingis score at will. He has been relentless.
Melton misses. And at the close of the third quarter, still a close game. Both teams putting up points in a hurry. It's the Nets. They lead by...
The Nets, 66.
And with 3 quarters behind us, we'll start the fourth in what is still anybody's ball game. On the court for the Nets as we get the fourth quarter going. They've got D'Angelo Russell. He's out there with Cam Thomas. Williams is out there with Nicholas Claxton. And it's Wilson in at the 4.
And he's been much more assertive here in the second half. Getting to his spots, executing with ease.
To the left wing. Horford for 3. Another shot. And he was fouled in the act of shooting. Opportunity for a 3-point play here.
We've seen that more than once today. An effortless basket inside.
Johnson, he's checked in for Brooklyn. The Nets with the lead. Russell to pass to Claxton. Pass to Johnson. Russell with the ball. From outside the arc. Can't get it to go. 5 for 11 in the game now. Right side Brown. To tie it up. That one no good. Johnson with the defensive effort. The Nets have gotten just 1 shot to fall out of 3 attempts in the fourth. Here's Holiday. Ooh, can't tie it up as that one's no good.
Even though it wasn't a clear path, he knows that that's a shot he should make more oftentimes than that.
And there's the rejection. And stolen by Claxton. And pushing it up the floor. Here comes Brooklyn. And so it looks like the Nets will retain possession here. And Boston with some changes. Jason Tatum comes in for Jaylen Brown. And Pritchard is subbed in for Holiday. Claxton up top. And Claxton throws it down.
Love the selfless approach from Russell. His teammates appreciate when he finds them uncovered.
White on the wing. Back to Tatum. The three ball. They get it again. Cornette. No good with a layup. Nets leading by 4. Russell deciding where to go with it. Johnson with it. Picked up by Tatum. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting. That one on Tatum.
This is the challenge that Johnson poses. He's someone that understands how to draw contact. And it's a luxury to have a great shooter like him at the line. Very rarely see him miss.
And the Celtics call time here. You look at Nicholas Claxton. What a contribution.
And whatever the D has thrown at him, he's had an answer. His offense is coming naturally to him because he keeps things simple. You hear that, people? Keeps things simple.
And Boston with some changes. Porzingis is checked in for Horford. Queta comes in for Cornette. And it's Jaylen Brown in for Pritchard. All right, let's check in with Allie LaForce.
During that last break, I heard Joe Mazzulla as he talked to the team. And Coach had a simple message for their team saying, hey, we're right there. Let's start with a stop. Knock down a couple shots and we'll be up. Sometimes the best instructions are the basic ones. DA?
All right, appreciate it, Allie.
Not just a scorer. Thomas also shows he's a capable passer.
Celtics trail by 5. Pass to Porzingis. A little over 2.5 minutes have passed here in the 4th. White to pass to Queta, and the call will be against Nicholas Claxton. That's his 3rd foul of the game.
And just wasn't able to set up in time.
Outside, Brown. Just 5 on the clock. Puts up a 3. Rebound, Brooklyn. They've led by as many as 11. That'll be their 2nd of 3 games total on this road trip. Russell from outside. Porzingis grabs the board. Porzingis has got his 6th rebound on the night. Too easy for Tatum, even with the contact.
Brushing off the contact. Look, the dude is strong. When he gets in there, it's easy. That's an easy bucket.
Pass to Russell. And there it is for him.
They're going at it on offense. Neither team backing down.
Man, this has been a fun one, but look, who doesn't love a high-scoring game?
Outside Tatum. Puts up a deep 3. Russell with the rebound.
And this is exactly who you want taking that shot. He just missed it.
Here's Thomas. Well, you look at Cam Thomas, Grant. You think he has the potential to be a star in this league?
You know, it's tough to say, B.A. He has a lot of talent, especially as a scorer. I think he has to keep evolving other parts of his game if he wants to become a full-fledged star.
Pritchard's checked in for Queta.
You love the readiness of Cam Thomas. Whatever his team needs, whenever they need it, he is prepared to deliver.
And it's Thomas with the rebound. Nets leading by 7. Pass to Russell. Back to Thomas. From the top of the key, they get it back. And Claxton throws it down.
Their offensive rebounding is such a strength for them when he's on the floor.
Yeah, he really helps them extend possessions, doesn't he?
Yeah, you can feel Coach smiling on the sidelines with every offensive board.
A bit undersized, his hops make him a legit small ball forward.
Outside Russell.
You never want to foul Russell. He's pretty much automatic at the line.
2nd personal foul.
No good on the free throw.
Team foul. Shooting for Brooklyn, D'Angelo Russell.
And he sinks the 2nd. Now a timeout called by Boston.
And something fans don't always get to see, some of the closely guarded secrets that happen in that huddle.
And we see it so often. One little tweak to the game plan and everything falls into place for a team.
All right, time now to present our New Balance Player of the Game, Nick Claxton.
It's almost beyond belief what he's done in this game. He's been impossible to cool off, hitting just about everything he looks at. It doesn't matter who's guarding him. He's had an answer for just about everyone.
Boy, he'd been struggling a lot in the past few games. Good to see him bounce back with such a strong effort here tonight. Pass to Wilson. Now Claxton. Now here's Thomas. He's guarded by White. Thomas, that's good. And the Nets lead by 10.
Oh, Thomas can be scary when he's getting points inside. That really rounds out his game.
Count it, good. For Brooklyn, they've gotten 6 of 12 shots to go here in this fourth quarter. Thomas outside. It's wide right, hits off the rim.
And the defense was all over him once he got in close. Didn't want him to get too comfortable.
Brown, rebounded by the Nets. Russell's got 5 rebounds tonight. Pass to Thomas. Tatum with the block.
The all-star Tatum engaged on defense. That's a scary sight for opponents.
Nothing left to do but to watch the clock tick towards 0. Nice victory here for the Nets.
A pair of tremendous rebounding teams.
And these guys played a little harder tonight, and that was the edge they needed.
And they pick up their 4th win of the year. Every victory so sweet in the association.
It's just the start of this season series with 3 games left between them, but it must feel great to take the first meeting.
And what a huge performance it was for Nicholas Claxton.
He did a great job following his team's game plan and not rushing anything on offense, which allowed him to catch fire.
Clock at 6. The shot by Russell, no good. And it's a Celtics ball. Trailing by 10. A nice shot by Tatum.
I love seeing Tatum exhibit the passion that he has shown us tonight. Such a motivated performance by him.
Here's Thomas. Good work defensively by White. And this one feels just about over.
Yeah, they'll play it out, but I think it just wasn't meant to be tonight.
Brown, no good. Thomas outside. Outside Russell. So we see Brooklyn get the win here. They have to feel good about this performance. It's one they can be proud of.
Very true. I mean, when you're out on the road, the wins can feel a little sweeter. This one has to feel extra special.
Well, now we have some time to check in with Allie LaForce. Allie.
All right, thanks, guys. D'Angelo, some great basketball tonight. Talk about the winning habit.
All right, Allie, thank you. And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For Grant Hill, Richard Jefferson, and Allie LaForce, this is Brian.
We are here celebrating the community at the 2K TV wrap party, and we want to extend a very special welcome to Miss T. Welcome to NBA 2K TV. How are you doing today?
I'm doing great. How are you guys?
Doing well. I see you're repping your squad. Tell us a little bit about your jersey.
I'm wearing that SGA jersey. You know I'm repping OKC.
A Sunday afternoon with the NBA here on 2K Sports. Welcome, everyone. This is Kevin Harlan with Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg and our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. So let's take a look at the Boston Celtics starting lineup. The small and power forwards, the star pair of Brown and Tatum. Holiday in the backcourt. To his side is White. And it's Porzingis at the pivot spot manning the middle. And for Milwaukee, the post pair, the longtime duo of Antetokounmpo and Lopez. The guard and off guard are Lillard and Trent. And it's Kuzma in at the small forward position. Tip-off goes to Milwaukee. We've got a couple of top contenders from the Eastern Conference, Greg, and this one feels like there's a little extra buzz in the air. Do you feel it?
Oh, Kevin, it's almost that postseason feel, right? High expectations for both of these teams, a great opportunity to lock in and kind of get a barometer for where you are against a playoff-level opponent.
You know, the athleticism of Holiday and his size ensures that even inside, he's an effective scorer.
And that one's good, Lillard.
And that's exactly what he's looking for, draining the triple.
The kick out to Brown. From the arc. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
Oh, the DNA of Jaylen Brown. This guy competes. They're responding with a three of his own.
Now here's Antetokounmpo. Puts the move on. And he lays it up and in.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. It's not there.
The shot by Holiday, no good. For Milwaukee, they've gone 3 of 4 from the field to start out the game.
And early on, they've been nearly perfect from the floor. Just the one miss here on their first 5 attempts.
Tatum against Antetokounmpo. It's Brown on the wing. Back to Tatum. 6 to shoot. They get the rebound. Sinks it. And the shot from Porzingis.
Dominant play from Porzingis on the glass, securing the ball and finishing the play strong.
Lillard against Holiday. Lillard, the pass to Kuzma. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Lillard.
And good to get him going early. That shot should give him some confidence.
Perhaps he's set for a big night. I mean, he can be a difference maker for him when he's on his game.
Now here is Holiday, hoping to put that miserable performance against Brooklyn behind him tonight. White buries it from three-point range.
The real come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
A little back and forth from long range. I love it. That's a terrific answer there.
And Kuzma slams it in.
Boy, he makes it look so easy, doesn't he? Rising off the ground like that. Kuzma takes a lot of pride, not only in finishing with finesse, but power, too.
Brown, no good. Milwaukee leading by 4. Brook Lopez worth every penny as he secured a nice raise last season.
Yeah, you know, he's a combination of a three-point shooting big who's also an elite rim protector. That's a heck of a combination and a valuable one in today's game.
Lillard from outside. Jaylen Brown with the rebound. Last game for the Celtics, it was a loss to the Nets.
Yeah, for that loss, you can credit their defense or lack thereof. Too many breakdowns on that end of the floor.
Yeah, and that's really inexcusable. I mean, there's just no way that you can justify that. When you don't put the work in on defense, you're going to end up on the losing end.
Really left alone that time. Lillard's got 6.
Lillard can make it from that spot, and he can make it from much farther out, too. Wow.
And it's Brown that time on the assist by White.
And he's really been working to get those looks, and it's starting to pay off here early on.
And Milwaukee calls their first time out of the game. They are coming into this having notched a win against the Knicks in their last game.
And you've got to love a team that can maintain its composure on the road, take good shots, and knock them down with confidence.
Well, efficiency is critical, and I love how they ran their offense and got quality shots out of their sets.
Big group substitution here for Milwaukee. Bobby Portis is checked in for Lopez. Taurean Prince comes in for Kyle Kuzma. Green is checked in for Gary Trent. And Rollins subbed in for Damian Lillard. Now, here's Portis. Here's Rollins. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot two. Well, Greg, it took 40 years, but the Bucks finally won their second NBA title back in 2021.
Yeah, and Kareem leading that 71 squad. Giannis was the man in 2021, averaging 35 and 13 during the finals, closing out the Suns with that 50-piece in Game 6.
Milwaukee leading by 3. And while we've got a moment, let's send it over to our terrific reporter, David Aldridge. David?
Kevin, Doc Rivers gave me a few minutes to catch up with him. He noted how much extra film they're watching heading into this. And one guy that jumped out at them was Kristaps Porzingis. He said scoring over that guy is a challenge. It's not just the size, it's how well he positions himself. And he's a patient shot blocker. He waits for you to make your move. See how they approach it. Kevin?
Thank you, David. And that last look brought to you by the AT&T 5G Slam King. And a chance to catch up on some numbers here. Scoring breakdown for the Bucks.
They've looked to fire as much as possible from outside the arc, and so far they are hitting at a high clip.
And I think we've also got to talk about the tempo they played with right from the get-go. I mean, they've been deadly in transition, too.
Now, here's Antetokounmpo. He has 6. Prince wide open. And another 3 for Milwaukee.
Oh, this is the kind of start they were hoping for.
Yeah, shots falling. Off to a very good start offensively as a result.
Down kicks to White. Here's the 3. The putback. Milwaukee with the rebound. Their last encounter was in Boston, where they were able to handle the Celtics.
Well, they coasted to the win in that one. Were dominant in the rebound department, and that was a huge factor.
And, you know, one of the things about winning the physical battle like they did in that game gives you a lot of confidence going into the next meeting. You know you can push this team around in the paint and win the physical battle.
Every time out, a chance to review the lineups, matchups, or call a play.
And I agree. I think there's going to be a new wrinkle in their game plan when they come out of this timeout.
Celtics trail by 9. To the inside, Cornette, and he banks in the layup.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
Milwaukee's gone 4 of 5 from three-point land to get things going here in the first. Here's Rollins. It's hauled in by Cornette. Boston's gone 2 of 5 from three-point land here in the first quarter. And the call on the shot sends him to the line.
Hey, White is a fighter, man. He's close inside. He's committed to going aggressively to the rack. And if he doesn't score, he at least is going to draw the foul.
Just solid. Really one of the very best there is at the free throw line.
They kick it out to Green. No good from outside. Out of bounds. Milwaukee takes possession.
No clue where that pass was going. That is a brutal turnover.
Milwaukee leading by 5. About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Poked away. Bucket is good.
And you can just see how confident Portis is inside. I mean, very comfortable there. Feels like he can score whenever he wants to.
Horford from outside. Prince grabs the miss. Passes it to Rollins. And so it's the Milwaukee Bucks heading to the bench with a 7-point lead as we wrap up the quarter. They've dictated the pace, pushed the ball at every chance, and it's paying off for them. We'll return shortly. And if you're just joining us, we've played through one quarter in this one. And let's quickly break down the game we've seen from the Bucks, guys.
Impressive start. They came in with a well-conceived game plan and have executed.
Yeah, you know what? Makes it really easy for the coaching staff in that case. No adjustments needed. Just keep on keeping on.
The guard and off guard are Lillard and Trent. The post pair, the longtime duo of Antetokounmpo and Lopez. And it's Kuzma in its small forward. That's the group for Milwaukee right now.
Upping his intensity on the defensive end. Love to see that. Kuzma uses his length and athleticism to challenge and alter shots.
Way ahead of the field. He can do pretty much whatever he wants.
You know, and not leaving anything to chance either. That's why he takes it right to the bucket. Boy, at the offensive end, his game is so impressive. I mean, he's a threat every time up the floor.
Watching the line there, that'll be a backcourt violation.
And a chance here to look at the numbers for White. And he has so many different ways to get the ball in the basket. Right now ranked 3rd in the league in points per game.
And it's nice when you have the NBA's best free throw shooter just keep the ball in his hands in clutch situations. He's been completely automatic this season.
And Tatum is pretty calm out there. He does not rattle easily. Incredible concentration in the face of hardcore defense there.
Here's White. It's good. The assist that time from Holiday. White's got 7 points.
And really just led him to his sweet spot for that finish.
And it's Trent in the corner. 11 feet away, and he hits the jumper for 2. And the Bucks lead by 4.
And that's unselfishness right there. Full display. Giannis wanting to get it to open teammates.
Clark, the last piece of the puzzle for Giannis Antetokounmpo, winning that 2021 NBA title.
And you know, Kevin, think about this. When Giannis got that ring, he also had 2 MVPs, a Defensive Player of the Year award. Man, that's accomplishing a lot at just 26.
Now a timeout called by Milwaukee. Greg, you know this. Good coaches give their players confidence. But what's the balance there between affirmation and accountability?
Well, when you believe in a player, that also comes with expectations. So a coach has to boost them up and also demand that they deliver.
While we've got a moment, let's now take a look at the teams that have the most second-chance points on the season. Number 1, the Celtics. In the 3rd spot, the Bucks.
You know, both of these teams really look to hammer the offensive glass on a nightly basis. So some commonalities between them. This should be a physical battle tonight.
And with an update from the sidelines, let's check in with David Aldridge.
Kevin, thanks. It's important to remember Damian Lillard was a 2-star prospect coming out of high school in Oakland. He says that the doubt I faced, what I found is I have true belief in myself. I poured a lot in and just continued to work. That's why when I struggle, I never waver because I know that I'm true to it. Eventually, I'm going to have my time. Kevin?
I think they call that game time. Hey, David, thank you. Holiday gets the bucket.
This isn't a shot Holiday will pass up. He's a reliable three-point shooter.
Here's Lillard. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. Hey, GA, how about Damian Lillard's time in Portland? 11 magnificent years.
I mean, Kevin, arguably the best trailblazer of all time. Rookie of the year, then 7 All-Star appearances. Dame will always be a legend in the Rose City.
Tell you what, Dame wasn't unknown entering the league, but I'm not sure many folks predicted this kind of career for him.
Kuzma passes to Trent. Offensive rebound. Kuzma can't get it to go.
And the activity he shows around the rim is why he is such a respected defender.
And you know what? He's not going to give up an easy finish at the rim. I mean, that's just against his constitution.
And they're right around 50% for the game on their threes, and they've only gotten better as the game's gone on.
And count it, the shot is good. He'll go to the free throw line.
Few better than Giannis completing the play. Incredible strength, plus excellent agility.
The Bucks shooting their 5th free throw of the game here.
That's his second.
And that one misses. You know, you were talking about Giannis. He can put up 30 a game without taking many shots from the perimeter. That's a tall order these days, especially because he gets doubled every single time. Now, here's Trent. He's looking for Giannis and finds him.
Hey, with that length, Porzingis is always a threat to block shots. I mean, when he matches that length with really good energy and awareness, he can be a good defender.
This is his first free throw of the game.
77% shooter at the line a season ago. Those are better than average numbers.
And it's really baffling. I don't know how he lost his touch at the line so dramatically, guys. I mean, and it happened quickly as well. He's nowhere close to what he shot from the line last season.
A shot by Pritchard, no good. Milwaukee's gotten a success rate of just over 50% from three-point tonight. 4 of 7 shooting.
Beautiful dime from Lillard that time. Good eyes there.
Celtics trail by 4. Pass to Tatum. Back to Holiday. Here's Kata. It's good. He scores. That's his first basket after missing his first 2 attempts. Now 1 for 3.
You've got to box out on the boards. When you don't, that's what happens.
Now here's Lillard. He's got 8. Lopez, no luck. Pass to Pritchard. Nice ball movement by Boston. Back to Tatum. Tatum from 3.
Yeah, they're relying on their three-point shooting and getting pretty good results.
Here's Trent. Makes it off the glass. Trent's got 8 points in the quarter. Guys, no one team gaining control early on.
Yeah, and you look at the lead change. It's 6 already.
Kata's shot is off.
And typically he has the touch to finish when he's in tight, but not sure on that position.
Good on the shot.
Oh, nice read from Kuzma. Really good at finding the open teammate.
Time called here. The Celtics decide to talk it over. And we know Kuzma's always been a terrific scorer. But Greg, he's developed as a passer over time.
And Kevin, early in his career, Kuzma wasn't called on to be a leader, but he's grown into that role, and he puts effort into orchestrating for his teammates.
A different look from Milwaukee. Green is checked in for Lopez. Prince comes in for Kyle Kuzma. And Rollins subbed in for Damian Lillard. Now here's White. He's got 7. It's rebounded by Portis. Bucks leading by 3. Trent with it. Now guarded by Porzingis.
That's one he knows he should have drained.
White finds Porzingis. Misses from short range.
And the rebound battle split evenly thus far.
Yeah, tit for tat on the glass. Just one more aspect of what's been a very closely contested ball game here.
So it's the Celtics now. Following the miss by Gary Trent Jr. from deep. Cornet passes to White. Lets it go with a 3. Rebound, Milwaukee. Their biggest lead of the game was 9. Here's Green. Porzingis with the block.
And with that 7'6" wingspan, Porzingis has always been a big-time shot blocker.
1:02 left to play here in the second quarter. And the wide-open shot from Green. Sinks the three-pointer. Green's got himself on the board with 3 there.
Defensively, there was a lack of aggressiveness, and it really made it easy for him to knock that shot down.
Will it go? And the shot is good. The Bucks' lead has been cut down to just 4 points in the bucket from Holiday.
Boy, that'll get his teammates on their feet. Holiday wrapping the defender in a bow and dropping him off.
It's stolen by White and pushing it up. Here's Boston.
Yeah, easy call.
Yeah, you can hear the smack all the way over here where we are.
And this is his second trip to the line tonight.
Gotta admire what he's been able to do at the free throw line this season. How about over 90%?
And you know, with those numbers, he makes a defender hesitant to get too tight on him. I mean, he doesn't want to get whistled for the foul and put this guy on him.
Antetokounmpo's checked in for There's Giannis taking flight.
How about the springs of this guy, Antetokounmpo, also known as the Greek Freak? I mean, he just gets up off the ground like a rocket on these alley-oop chances.
To the middle, Antetokounmpo with the steal. It's good again, and an excellent 7 for 8 shooting night so far.
No doubt about the consistency when it comes to scoring the basketball for him tonight. A real nice lift for their offense.
Outside Prince. The layup off target. That shot, no good. Giannis Antetokounmpo. He's feeling it tonight and has been the driving force.
Thanks very much, Doc. A high-scoring affair in the first half. Did you think coming in that it would be this kind of shootout?
Not at all. Okay, David, much appreciated. And now time for halftime. So we'll be back in just a bit to get the third quarter underway.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, welcome back to the NBA on 2K Sports. This is Ernie Johnson. Kenny the Jet Smith is right here. Say hey to the folks, Kenny.
Hey, folks.
Say hey to the folks, Shaq.
Hey, folks.
Hey, let's get this party started. Okay. A tremendous game we're seeing from Giannis Antetokounmpo. He had 14 points, 2 steals, and 2 rebounds. It's been quite a night so far for him. And Kenny, what did you think about what we saw from Milwaukee?
We have to recognize their bench play. Sometimes we overlook the second unit. But tonight, they've been the key. The coaching staff has got to be loving this.
That about wrapped.
And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. You look at Antetokounmpo, and this game has been everywhere.
And the way that he has helped out with the ball movement has been a difference maker early on.
And, you know, that's not a job they ask him to do very often. But in the first half, I thought he was in perfect sync with his teammates.
Starting off the second half, here's Joe Mazzulla's 5. White in at shooting guard, with Brown playing small forward. The post pair, Tatum and Porzingis. And it's Holiday in at the point.
Well, that's a nice up-tempo play from Holiday. Got the rock and didn't waste any time finding the shot.
And Giannis Antetokounmpo throws it down hard.
What about the flash by Antetokounmpo? I mean, just an insanely talented athlete who loves to punish that rim.
And that's life above the rim, courtesy of our AT&T 5G Slam Cam.
It's a great move, and he catches the defense completely off guard.
Yeah, if that's a harbinger of things to come, he's looking at having a very big second half.
You can't miss those, but even the best do on occasion.
A good finish at the rack off the slick feet. Porzingis has got 4 points this quarter.
They found a nice groove in this half, starting out 3 for 4.
And now the latest from our reporter, David Aldridge.
Kevin, thanks. The Bucks use their size defensively to great impact. Coach Doc Rivers said, we're not fast, we're long. So we get our fingertips on a lot of balls, and that slows fast teams down. Switching keeps guys in front of you, and the more size we can put in front of people, the better it can be. Kevin?
Yeah, you followed this league for a long time. That sounds like a pretty good game plan. Timeout called, the Bucks. Here we are in November, and let's see how things are going out east in the early season. Taking a look at Milwaukee. They're in the upper part of the conference records right now, in 5th place. And, of course, the Celtics, right now, quite a ways down below.
Well, I think for Milwaukee, this hasn't been the breakout season that many were predicting, but they're still very much in the hunt for a high postseason seed, and that will keep them focused here during the season's final stages.
And they need to stay focused. I mean, they have to ensure they hang on to a high seed. It's imperative for them.
Tatum against Antetokounmpo. Here's Lopez. Giannis kicks to Lopez. And it's Antetokounmpo picking up the assist. Antetokounmpo's got 4 assists in the game. White looking around. Back to Tatum. And no good. Some solid defense from Antetokounmpo.
And gotta like what they've been doing down low in the post.
I certainly do. You know, I like to see guys do their work inside. Their rebounding has been excellent, and that's always important in a close game.
Al Horford, he's checked in for the Celtics. Richard comes in for Drew Holiday. Kuzma can't get it to go. Celtics trail by 3. Here's Tatum. Emphatic finish by Tatum.
Tatum clearly putting on a show in this one. Doing it all.
Here's Antetokounmpo. And Antetokounmpo slams it in.
Oh, and he went for the two-hander on the slam, using some muscle.
Some urgency from him there. Sure.
I get the feeling, guys, that he may be sensing that this is a critical time in this game.
Tatum's shot is off. And so Lillard will bring it up to the Bucks. Shoots. Jaylen Brown with the rebound. Brown's got 5 rebounds tonight. The Celtics working the ball around now. Horford. Brown outside. For the tie. It falls for his 5th field goal of the night. Now shooting 5 for 8.
I don't think he could have been any more impressive than he was tonight. Brown is setting this place on fire.
Right wing. Kuzma passes to Lopez.
I tell you what, he earned his money on that foul.
Yeah, if you're going to foul, then make sure that you don't give a chance for the and one.
The Bucks have put up good numbers at the charity stripe, converting 6 of 7.
And, you know, Lopez has such a likable personality and way about it. Just a good-spirited guy, and it's one of the reasons his teammates enjoy playing with him.
Here's what Milwaukee's going with right now. Prince is checked in for Kyle Kuzma. Green comes in for Gary Trent. And Rollins subbed in for Damian Lillard. Milwaukee making a switch here. Portis is checked in. Boston's gone 2 of 3 when they ventured outside the arc in the 3rd quarter. A shot by Pritchard, no good. Milwaukee's gotten a lot of looks from outside tonight, 5 of 12. And denied, he sends it right off the glass. Brown outside. Kicks to Horford for the lead. The rebound by Prince. Prince has got his 4th rebound in this one.
I like the call. I thought the defense was just there a little late.
Yeah, it looked like he kind of slid underneath as he got to the spot, too.
Antetokounmpo passes to Prince. Here's Rollins. It's stolen.
It's an awkward pass to try to make on the interior.
Here's Hauser. And he could not get that one to go. On a contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. It goes on Giannis Antetokounmpo.
And you know what? You allow a guy to get right to the rim like that. That's your only option.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, free throws are always better than a layup, so I'd agree with you there.
Milwaukee's gone 0 of 2 from deep to start things here in the second half. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Luke Cornett. That is his first foul of the game.
4th team foul.
Here's Antetokounmpo. 20 points for him. Prince dishes to Giannis. Portis in the post. Rebound by the Celtics. We've got 1:48 left in the 3rd quarter. Here's Brown. That's the 6th make from the field. He's taken 9 shots and missed but 3.
This is why Brown is one of the very best in our game. He's so good at getting into the flow.
Here's Giannis. Horford with the rebound. The Celtics with the lead. Brown inside. Working on Green. Count it. Brown's got 7 points here in this quarter.
Hey, the defense has no answer for Jaylen Brown. I mean, when he's dribbling the ball, his teammates know they're in good hands.
Rollins with the bucket. 1:04 left to play here in the 3rd. Outside, Horford. The pass to Hauser. 6 on the shot clock. Horford in the post, defended by Portis. Horford, no luck. Here's Green, passes it to Portis. Horford with the rebound. Boston's gone 2 of 5 with the 3-point shot since coming out of the break. 3 seconds separate the shot clock and game clock. And Antetokounmpo slams it in.
When it comes to stuffing the stat sheet, Antetokounmpo does it very well in just about every category. But his greatest strength is he's a dominant scorer.
Brown outside. Goes back up. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. It's on Bobby Portis.
No question, he got bumped on that shot.
Yeah, the officials didn't need to talk that one over. It was obvious.
So he comes up empty, missing both. Here's Rollins. Good. And Giannis picking up the assist. And it's a 3-point Milwaukee lead.
Great idea to pull up and take the transition three there. The D was in position to block his path to the hoop. He took it inside.
Giannis Antetokounmpo. He's feeling it tonight and has been the driving force for the Bucks. And of everything he's doing well, it's his scoring that you point to first. Already 22 points in this game. Right back after this break. And now we take a look back to Doc Rivers talking to his team from his huddle.
Hey guys, come on, let's close this score.
On your feet. And it's been a very competitive game so far as we get rolling here in quarter number 4. Bobby Portis out there with Kyle Kuzma. Then it's Brook Lopez. Then there's Rollins. And it's Lillard in at the guard position. That's the group for Milwaukee right now. Lopez. Boston grabs the miss. Brown's got rebound number 7 for him tonight.
And thus far, they've managed to overcome an off game from him offensively.
Brown with that amazing athleticism, putting on a show out there with jams like that.
Lopez passes to Lillard. Banked in off the glass. And the Bucks lead by 3.
How about the grit and determination in the post? I mean, essential qualities to have late in a close game.
It's deflected. White against Rollins. And Derek White picks up the foul. That's his first foul. Trent's checked in for Rollins. Porzingis is checked in for the Celtics. Horford comes in for Brown. Lillard with the bucket.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Yeah, I think they've got to ramp up the aggressiveness. If they don't, things are just going to get worse from here.
And for a power forward, he can sure get up. I mean, because of that leaping ability, it kind of offsets his height disadvantage.
Pass to Trent. Into the lane, and he makes it look easy, dunking it hard with one hand.
The D just kind of stepping aside and letting him get to the rim.
There's a reason, GA, the lead is what it is right now.
You know, you look at it, the communication is lacking, as is the trust. They can ill afford those types of breakdowns. It won't work. You can't win with those kind of breakdowns.
Knocked away. Here's Kuzma. Porzingis with the block. Right the pass to Holiday. Nice ball movement by Boston. Back to Porzingis. Horford kicks to White to take the lead. Milwaukee with the rebound. Lopez has got 8 rebounds in this game. Kuzma passes to Lillard. Rebound Boston. Bounce pass Porzingis to the paint. Here's Horford. That doesn't go on the chance to tie. Milwaukee in the lead. Trent left side, and he jams it with authority.
Look, running offense through Dame, that's usually a good idea.
And just about 3 minutes through the fourth quarter here. White against Trent. Holiday looking over the floor. Puts up a deep 3. It's rebounded by Portis. Milwaukee leading by 4. Here's Kuzma, and he drops in the layup off the glass.
That's simply an outstanding play, working the size mismatch right at the rim.
Timeout called the Celtics.
And the lack of rim protection, top of the list.
Yeah, you know, let's look at the numbers, guys. I mean, they are being taken to the woodshed in the paint.
Some changes for Boston. Kate is checked in, and Jaylen Brown subbed in for Drew Holiday. And now we've got some time to check in from the sidelines. You got for us, DA?
Thanks, guys. During the break, listened in with Joe Mazzulla and his team. Now, he asked the defense to lock it down inside. He said, let's get physical. I don't want them to think we're soft in there. No more easy shots in the paint. So that's what the defense is set to do. Guys?
Thank you, David.
The plan of attack is obvious. Get the ball inside and go strong to the rim.
You know, the defense has been very slow to adapt. I mean, that's 10 straight points now inside.
Here's Kata. And a look now at the Boston Celtics' upcoming schedule. On Tuesday, we're taking on Clint Capella and the Atlanta Hawks. And then on Wednesday, they'll tip off a road trip in Brooklyn where they'll take on the Nets.
And for the matchup with the Cavs, that's where you have got to bring your A game, especially when you know you're going to be fighting an uphill battle all night long.
Giannis Antetokounmpo's checked in for the Bucks.
Yeah, just a solid job on the backboard. They are really controlling the inside.
Well, they're working the glass, really battling in that area of the game, and that's helped them stay this lead.
Watch out. Now that he's got his first three of the half, there will be more in store.
Out to Kuzma. Trying to come right back with the three of his own, but it's no good. White against Lillard. Good on that shot. With that, the Bucks' lead is cut down now to just 2 on the basket from White.
Coming off a big game, his confidence couldn't be higher, and Coach knows it.
Showing no signs of slowing or cooling down. They're going to ride him as far as you can take him.
Boston's gone 2 of 5 on three-point shots since the end of the third quarter. Kata, the basketball. Misses the hole. Now shooting 8 for 14. And Kuzma gets it to go on the assist by Lillard. Lillard's got 6 assists in the game. Timeout called the Celtics. They trail by 4. 1:44 left in the fourth quarter. And now we present our New Balance player of the game, Giannis Antetokounmpo.
And his percentage from the field tonight seemed almost made up. I didn't think it was possible to have that kind of success shooting basketball. You need a little bit of luck, a bunch of hard work, and a whole lot of talent.
That's the free fly. Got it. Number 7 on the night. 7 for 11 from the floor.
I tell you, boy, he comes up big at the right times. I love his demeanor, though. His disposition says all business, and I'm ready for whatever is needed.
To take the lead, Antetokounmpo pulls it in. Giannis has got rebound number 8 now on the night. Down low, inside, Giannis throws it in.
For Giannis, his length and instincts on defense make him a feared shot blocker. Hey, and with Brown, guys, it doesn't matter what point in the game it is. I mean, he's ready to shoot whenever he has the ball in a good spot.
Milwaukee has gotten off to an 0 for 2 start from downtown here in the fourth quarter. Lopez finds Giannis.
And you can't get a bigger bucket than that.
Well, that was 1-2. He wanted the ball. Nobody else was taking that shot.
Porzingis can't hit. And here's Giannis. He'll bring it up for the Milwaukee Bucks. Their biggest lead of the game was 9. Off with the layup. And a bit of a battle here for the ball. The official signals a jump ball here.
That's a jump ball.
So it's the Bucks now. Lopez passes to Kuzma. Giannis outside. That's tipped, and it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Antetokounmpo.
This isn't a done deal yet, but they have got to move quick.
That's the way to go.
Antetokounmpo against Tatum. Count it! A tremendous three to tie it up.
He's such a clutch shooter. He just lives for the big shot.
And timeout called by Doc Rivers. Antetokounmpo with the ball. Over Porzingis. Ooh, offline. Regulation now complete. We will go to overtime. And we'll be back with you right after this. Glad to have you with us as we get going in overtime. Neither team giving an inch in this one. And so it's Milwaukee with it. The guard and off guard are Lillard and Trent. Portis is out there with Kyle Kuzma, and it's Lopez in at the 5 spot.
Lillard steps up, and you know this guy delivers in the clutch.
Time called here. The Celtics decide to talk it over. Boston trailing. Here's Pritchard. Outside Tatum. Lopez with the block.
Lopez showing off the length there to get to that shot.
Kuzma finds Lillard. That 3 off target had some space there after the little pump fake. To take the lead. It's rebounded by Portis. Portis has got his 5th rebound in this one. Here's Kuzma. He scores his 6th bucket from the floor with that one. He's shot the ball 11 times.
Kyle Kuzma, a man you can trust in the clutch. Big spots, big shots.
2 minutes remaining in overtime.
It's White on the wing, defended by Trent. White drives in, and a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. He hits the first one, and that narrows the lead down to just 3.
It didn't take long for White to distinguish himself in the league. He was a really good ball handler and had some good moves, too. He's basically automatic from the line, not the guy you want to send there now.
Timeout called, the Bucks. They're up by 2. 1:51 left to play in the first overtime. It's extra time here, just over a minute into overtime. And Kuzma slams it in.
And easy to see why they turn to Kuzma in these moments. They trust him to go get it.
Good on that shot. With that, the Bucks' lead is cut down to just 1 on the basket from White. And there's the foul. It's on Jaylen Brown. And that'll be his 3rd foul so far.
First team foul.
That's going to be over and back. Not watching for the line that time.
And you can tolerate gas like that sometimes, but in a close game, man, I tell you what, that really hurts.
About 90 seconds off the clock here in the extra period. And here's Tatum for 3. Up and in. That's his 10th make in the contest. He has only taken 13 shots.
And Tatum has been in these situations before. He's reliable when it comes to stepping up in big moments.
Here's Pritchard. The kick out to Tatum. And the Celtics hit again from deep.
And Tatum continues to evolve before our eyes, showing excellent leadership by knocking down these clutch shots.
And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Kyle Kuzma. That's his first foul.
Oh, great defense there. Anticipated the play and got there first.
And not afraid to put his body on the line either. He took a shot for the team in that situation.
Here's Brown. The rebound by the Bucks. Lillard outside. Down low. Here's Trent. And the Bucks miss again. And they are in the driver's seat.
Yes, they are. If they come away with points on this trip, Katie barred the door.
The shot will not fall. Celtics on offense. Stringing it together. They've got an 11-2 run goal. So they foul intentionally.
Second team foul.
First free throw is good, and that increases their lead to 6.
What impresses me most about Porzingis is how versatile he is. I love that about a big man who does a little bit of everything.
And as long as they can keep doing that kind of work at the foul line, this lead will be safe.
Timeout called, the Bucks. They're trailing by 7. 27 seconds left in the first overtime.
Welcome to the floor, your forward crew. for your Young Bucks dancers. Give them a hand, fans.
Celtics on D. Lillard misses.
And they've been a different team here in overtime. They just seem to have lost their energy.
Here's White. That one, no good. Good D by Lopez.
And guys, overtime not nearly as competitive as regulation. They used up all their energy just getting it to overtime. And that's the kind of lead pass we've come to expect from him.
Third team foul.
So the first one drops, and that increases their lead to 6.
Jason Tatum.
And so both free throws are good, and it's a 7-point game.
They've been a totally different squad here in the overtime. I'm just not seeing the same energy.
And so it's the Boston Celtics with the W. They had to scrape and claw to push it to overtime, but they really came out in the extra period.
What a ride. I mean, I thought it might end in regulation, but you know what? They can't.
All right, David, thanks so much. And that'll wrap it up, folks. For Clark Kellogg, Greg Anthony, and David Ulmer, this is Kevin Harlan thanking you for watching the NBA, presented by 2K Sports. We'll see you next time. Have a great evening.